Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel equals and hash code. I hope every one of you are doing great. So today I'm back with another video. Came across another lead code problem. It's a hard level problem, and we will be looking into the problem and then we'll be solving it in Pyspark. Let's go to the problem directly. So this is problem number 601, human traffic of stadium. It's a SQL problem. So let's look into the problem statement. What does the problem say? So the problem has given us a data set that is stadium. Now this data set has three different columns. One is ID, another is the visit date, and another is the people. So now these three columns in the table contain data. So ID is just the identifier or the primary key of this table. Visit date is a calendar date, and then people is the number of people who visited the stadium on the given visit date. Our table contains these three columns with the information for stadium visits. And one condition is given: as the ID increases, the date increases as well here. So basically, sequence first day, first the date will be first, and then number of people who visited on. Let's say we are considering for this month, so it will be 1st of March. How many people are visiting into the stadium on that particular date? So what we have to find in the solution is we have to find those consecutive IDs for which the number of people who visited the stadium is more than 100 or equal to 100. Okay. And we have to return the table, ordering it by the visiting date in ascending order. Okay. The result format is in the given following example. So they have given the input here. Let's look at the input. So stadium table contains ID. So for one is the ID. Visiting date is 1st of January 2017. How many people visited? 10. Similarly, 2nd of January 2017, 109 people visited. Accordingly, it is given first 9 days of January 2017, and how many people have visited? So that has been captured in the people column. So there is a miss in between the date, like from after 7, it goes to 9. Doesn't like we do not have 8th of January data. So maybe the stadium would be closed, or there were no events in the stadium. It could be any possibility because of which the date is not given. So now we have to find 3 consecutive days for which the number of people who visited the stadium is more than 100. So let's look at the first row. It's 10. So automatically it doesn't qualify for our condition because it is less than 100. We come to 2nd January. The number of people visited is 109 here. This certainly qualifies. Now we have to find 3 consecutive such dates. So if I come from 109, then if we look, this is 150. Certainly this also qualifies. But if you see 4th, it is just 99. So this does not qualify here. Okay. Now come to the next day. That is 5th, 145. Yes, this qualifies more than 100. 1455 on 6th. This also qualifies because this more than 100. Again, 199. This also qualifies. So certainly my ID number 567 qualify because these are consecutive IDs, and then we have the number of people visiting is more than 100. Let's come to ID number 8. ID number 8 is also 188. So if you see, does this form a series of 3 consecutive IDs? Yes, it does. 6, 7, 8. So 567 is one combination, 678 is another combination in this particular series. So rightly so, our output is what is expected is 5, 6, 7, 8. These are consecutive dates, consecutive IDs for which dates people who have visited the stadium is more than 100. Okay, fine. Now let's look at the solution, how we are going to solve this in Pyspark. I will jump to my Visual Studio where I have a snippet for the Pyspark code here. And here I'm just finding the Spark, and these are init steps. Basically, Jupyter Notebook needs these steps to write. So find the Spark. And why I have imported the datetime module, I'll explain it later in the code. So here we are just doing all the imports and then just initializing the Spark session. The Spark session is created here. Now we are defining the data here, and this is the schema of the data. We have ID, visit date, and people. Visit date is a date type, ID and people are integer types. Then we have taken a set of data. We have created the mock data here. So now this is the ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you see the date. So in order to create a date type in Spark, we need to supply a Python date. So for that particular reason, I have imported the datetime module, using which datetime.date, I'm passing the date. This is in format of like year, month, day. So this creates the date, and then I have given the number of people at last. And we are just simply creating the stadium data, and let's see how the stadium table looks here for us. Okay, so this is how a stadium looks. This table is just identical to what we had in our Leetcode page, what we saw there. Okay, so now let's come to the solution. What is the solution? There are multiple solutions, but I thought of solving it using the window function. It's a pretty easy and a straightforward solution. And also we can look into the window function in it. So let's look at this. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if let's say I am on date 5, okay, so I have to check 3 consecutive IDs for the series. So from 5th, I have to check 4th and I have to check 6th. So for me, from 4th, if I consider 5 as today, that means 4 is yesterday and 6th is tomorrow. Correct? So I have to check yesterday, today, tomorrow. Then if I'm taking 5, then again I have to check today, yesterday, day before yesterday, right? 3, 4, 5 for that particular series. Fine. Then again I have to check like 5 if I'm taking. So today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, right? So for one particular day, I have 3 possibilities. One possibility is the date in between, one day before, one day after. So that is 4, 5, 6. I have to check if they are more than 100 or not. Okay. So in this case, this is not more than 100. So if it is not more than 100, the possibility is ruled away. Okay. Let's take this example as 6. So when I come to 6, so today is more than 100. Yes. Yesterday was more than 100. Yes. 7 is tomorrow. So tomorrow is more than 100. Yes. So all 3 conditions are satisfied for this. Okay. For the date 6. So this is a consecutive series. Correct. Now let's take 7. 7, what do we see? If we take 7, that means 7 becomes today. So yesterday it is more than 100. Yes. Today is anyway more than 100. Yesterday is more than 100. Day before yesterday is also more than 100. Okay. So this is also a correct condition. 5, 6, 7. Okay. So these two conditions are satisfied. Then again from 6, if 6 is today, then today is more than 100, yes. Tomorrow is more than 100, yes. Day after tomorrow is more than 100, yes. So 6, 7, 8 is also right possibility. So as we saw in Leetcode, our expected answer is 5, 6, 7, 8. So how are we going to calculate the values for today, then yesterday, day before yesterday, and similarly respective to today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow? How are we going to calculate it? Okay. So window function makes it very easy. We have the functions called analytical functions called lead and lag. So what lag does is lag takes two arguments. Okay. One argument is the column name and another is the integer value, which tells that how many rows I have to consider previous to that particular row. Okay. So if I am at 6 and I'm giving a lag of 2, that means it will consider one previous is 5, another previous is 4. Okay. So it will consider 4. Similarly, if I am at 6 and in the next line I'm taking as one previous, so that is yesterday. So one previous for 6 is 5. Correct. And the window that I have created is I don't need to partition it. Okay. I do not need to partition it. I need to consider complete table. That is why my partition by clause is empty here. And I order it by the ID. Okay. So if I order it by the ID, so this gets applied for each row here. Okay. So each row is considered, and similarly the lag and the lead is taken. So lag takes previous rows, lead takes the next rows. Okay. So this line, what I say is lead. Okay. So if you see the lead, let's say I'm considering 6 again. Lead 2 rows. That means 7 and 8. Okay. So that is day after tomorrow. Lead one line. That means from 6 it is 7. So that means tomorrow. Okay. Clear? Please feel free to watch this section of the explanation again and again. If you don't get it at once, it may be a bit confusing, but if you watch it again and again, you will understand the explanation. Okay. So now using lead and lag, I have calculated day before yesterday, yesterday, day after tomorrow, and tomorrow. Let's see how our data set will look like. Okay. So here we have the values. For first, rightly, day before yesterday is null, yesterday is null. We do not have any data. Correct. Day after tomorrow is 150 and tomorrow is 109. So see, tomorrow is 109 here. Day after tomorrow is 150. That is 1, 2, and 3. Correct. Now, let's check for the valid condition. For fifth, yesterday is 99. See, yesterday is 99. Day before yesterday is 150. This is 150. Day after tomorrow is 199. Day after tomorrow is 199.7. And tomorrow is 1455. 1455. Okay. So this is how we are calculating. Again, if you come to take 7 there, 7 if you see, 7 we have day before yesterday and yesterday values. Okay. But day after tomorrow is null for 7. Okay. Tomorrow is 8, but day after tomorrow gets null for 7. Look, if we look the date wise, then okay, it's correct that day after tomorrow is 9th for 7, but we have to consider the ID. Okay, because the problem says we have to check the consecutive IDs, not the consecutive dates. Okay. If the problem would have said dates, then this record would not have qualified because this is not consecutive. Okay. But the problem says consecutive on IDs. So that is the reason we have to consider it. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Please feel free to watch it again. And now the calculation is very simple. We just have to compare ki bhaiya, let's see, this is, we have to take it. This is here. Day before yesterday, no. Uh, then again, we have to check. Day after tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow, yes. Today, 1455. So 6 qualifies. Okay. Come to 5. Today, 145. Day before yesterday, 150. Yes. Yesterday, no. But day after tomorrow and tomorrow qualifies. Yes. You see for 8, today is 188. Day before yesterday, 1455. Yesterday is 199. So these three are consecutive. Okay. Then you see these are null and null because we do not have any data right after 8. So this is that where condition. First thing we have to check is number of people that has to be greater than 100. Fine. Then first condition will be, now this is today. So today has to be greater than 100. Tomorrow should be greater than 100 and day after tomorrow should be greater than equal to 100. Okay. Or it can be yesterday greater than equal to 100. Day before yesterday greater than equal to 100. Okay. Or it can be yesterday greater than equal to 100. Tomorrow greater than equal to 100. So with today greater than equal to 100, any of these three conditions can satisfy our required result. So let's run this one and see what is the answer. Okay. So here we see it, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. We have the right values. Okay. And at last we just select it to format the data. And yeah, so we could see it better. Now, Leetcode expects the answer has to be ordered by the date. So I haven't ordered it here by the date, but it is just simple. You can easily use a sort by or order by and then just order it by the date in the ascending order. Okay. Leetcode wouldn't accept if it is not ordered and your result set is unordered. So when you solve it on Leetcode, but uh, Leetcode doesn't support Pyspark yet, so you have to solve it using SQL and not Pyspark there. So yeah, you need to order it. So this is how we can solve this question. Feel free to go through this problem again and again because it is a bit confusing in the middle. But yeah, once you go through it, once or twice, if you go through it, you will get a knack of this problem very easily and you will understand it. So this certainly is one way to solve this problem. There are certain other ways as well. Feel free to write those in the comment section so that it could be of help of others as well. And yeah, so that is the problem for today. And I hope to see you soon. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you like my comment. Sorry, if you like my content. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks again.